Hi, this is Mr. Roche. We are with the Brown Flappy Bird program, and we are trying to get. We've been investigating, a parent class and a child class. We have a parent character class, and now we just made this Flappy Bird Brown class. And what we got right now is we have an original Move Me, which belongs to character. And we have a Flappy Bird. We're making one that kind of overrides the one on in a move me function that overrides the character one. So see how this says public void move me here, and this one says public void move me. When Java sees something like that, it goes with the child method. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, but watch what happens right now. Since we have nothing in move me, before we had some behavior with the character. And now when it's a Flappy Bird, see nothing happens when I click on it. It's too bad because there's nothing in here. Okay. Like if I get rid of the move me function here, and I run it, so then now there's just only this move me function, and it'll actually work again. See, there he goes. Okay, but he doesn't jump. That's the thing. So we're trying to get him to jump. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our own move me function right here. So I'm going to say public void move me again. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to see if you guys can program this. What's happened is we set the jump to 20, so he's like moving up at 20. And what I want to do is I want to move him. Okay, so what I can do though is I can get him to, like, the steps of moving are like one. Okay, one, move move the um, move the Flappy Bird. Okay, and that's easy. That's something we've done before. It's actually a form of like these three statements, and we'll kind of use that in a second. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to change the dy speed based on it, or like affect, have gravity, put an effect on the dy speed. Okay, 9.8, whatever. Put an effect on the dy speed. Okay, and then this is the third part. When Flappy Bird gets back to the ground, stop him. Stop that bird. Okay, so we got to do those kind of things. So let's do move the Flappy Bird. We can do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to actually, I don't know, you could actually do this. Let me see if this would work actually. If I go super dot move me, I think it'll actually just do it. We don't have to do anything. Watch this. Look at that. Okay. Um, so that's sort of a cool thing. So anyways, we can move them. Okay. And then what we're going to do is keep going here. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing the same kind of thing we did here. We're just calling up the move me function. What I wanted to do is I wanted to move his x by dx and move his y by dy. And then what I want to do next is I want to change his gravity. So I'm going to go, this I can't do, I think I have to do it this way. I have to go this dot set dy. Okay, and that's going to equal this dot get dy. Okay, that sounds good. Plus, and then what we're going to do is do 9.8. Okay, 9.8. Okay, and so what this is changes his gravity, right? And we'll see if this is like a good number, because it might be like wonky, or it wouldn't work. It doesn't look good, or something like that. Okay, so one of the problems is that, see what he did? Okay, this is like a problem. If you run them, See, he just falls from the sky because he's like it just does it automatically. So what we want to do is, let me see. Um, we can do it this way. We can put an if statement. We can say if, because he's moving on dy, this dot get dy does not equal 0, then we're going to do some stuff. Okay. So if it doesn't equal 0, we'll say do stuff. Okay, and the stuff we'll do is we'll do 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's see, let's run that, see if that does what we're trying to do here. Okay, so he's sitting there, that's good. Okay, and then if I hit the up button, see, he just like goes up and falls to the thing. All right, a couple of things he doesn't like run that well. So one of the things we can do, we have two options here. We can change this, or change the amount that he's going to fall. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So I just changed this to 40. Okay, that's not bad. But then it goes away. Oh, that didn't work. Let me see if I can get it back up if I do this quickly. Because he should like kind of keep going up a little bit. Okay, ready, go. So you can, it's just really hard to keep him up. Okay, and he just falls through. Yeah, I gotta come back. Hello. Hello. So that's all good. Okay. Okay. So we're doing that. This looks good. One of the things you could do too is you could divide this by a certain amount. Like he's doing it let's do it. We do this like 20 times a second. So 928 meters per second. We can just kind of put it like a 20 on it. I think this is not going to. I don't know if it's going to be what we want, but we'll see. You can divide it by a factor. That's the thing. So I'm going to divide this by a little bit and see if this actually adds up. Blech. Well, that's not good. That's too much. And maybe it always comes out to be 0 and stuff like that. So we don't want to do that. So let's do like maybe like 5. See if that works out any better. Uh-oh, that's my problem here. Oh. Like something like that. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, but still falls through the ground. And that's where I'm leaving it to you. Okay, so how do you stop him when he goes to the ground? You want him to kind of go, basically what you want him to do is you want to go to this like Y loc, this Y at ground loc. Okay, and the thing we want to do, whoa, I screwed my code up. Let me see. There we go. Let me make sure he's working again. Okay, so I don't know. Let's divide by 4 maybe, or like 3. You have to sort of decide this. That seems good. Okay, now the question is, can you get him to stop? So one of the things he's going to have to do, you have to sort of, we have to be able to kind of look at this coordinate. That's the thing. So we have this coordinate. I'm looking over at the character. I'm in the character class. And we have a thing called Y at ground. Now I actually need to be able to see and maybe set that. So I'm going to make a public void, public int, get my y at ground, y at ground. Okay, something like that. I think this is what we had. So we gotta go return y at ground. Okay, that's good. And then I don't know. I don't know if we need it immediately, but we want one that sets it. So I'm gonna say public void set my y at ground, and then you go int new y, and then we're going to say y at ground equals new y. Ha ha. Okay, so the thing you want to do is you got to stop the bird using this thing, right? So what you want to do is you want to do something like this. You go if this dot get my x log, y log, get my y log is greater than, because it's going like down the screen, this dot get my y at ground. Okay, then we want to do a couple of things and see if you can do this. One, set, or call it like 1a, set the Flappy Bird speed dy to 0. Okay, or 0.0. Okay, that's one thing. I screw that up. Okay, and then 2, okay. So anyway, there are these 2 lines you just have to do. So if you can just do those, then everything will be fine. Okay. So see if you can do it, and let's get the Flappy Bird to really work. All right, and then I got one more thing. You have to set. Let's put this here. 1c. You want to set the location of the Flappy Bird to x log and y log. Okay. About like 3 lines of code. I just kind of wanted to show you what it would look like, what I think it's going to look like when it runs. So it should be doing this, and then we'll get other characters to show up. That's fun. Whee! Boop. And he lands on the ground. Boop. Lands on the ground. Okay. So that's the idea. Get him to basically land on the ground. And that would be terrific. Okay. So thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow.